So welcome back friends to my channel MedTales with Atharva. हमारे सुपेक्स सीरीज या सुपीरियर एक्सट्रीमिटी सीरीज में आज का मेरा वीडियो है अबाउट द क्यूबाइटल फोसा एंड द फ्लेक्सर रेटिनाकुलम. ठीक है, तो वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट द बाउंड्रीज, द रूफ, द फ्लोर एंड द कंटेंट्स ऑफ द क्यूबाइटल फोसा. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट हम लोग आगे बढ़ेंगे रिगार्डिंग द फ्लेक्सर रेटिनाकुलम दैट इज द प्रेजेंट इन द forearm on the anterior side of the flexor or the flexor side. Okay, so the flexor retinaculum we will discuss with regarding its relationships, the structures passing above it or superficial to it, and also the structures passing below it. And so let us start the video. So let us start with the cubital fossa. So the cubital fossa is actually it is a space, it is a fossa, or it is a space that is present in the region that is in the joint, okay, the elbow joint, but on the anterior side. So it is present on the anterior side to the elbow joint, okay. And now what happens that the cubital fossa is actually a triangular space. It is a triangular space which is bounded by three boundaries. It has a floor, it has a roof, and of course it has important contents. Okay, so let us discuss the cubital fossa. So the boundaries, okay. Now this is our cubital fossa, okay, in a 2D format. I'll just mark that this is my lateral, okay, and this is the medial side, okay. So this one is the lateral side and this one is the medial side. And what happens that on the lateral boundary of this cubital fossa is made by the brachioradialis muscle. It is made by the brachioradialis muscle, okay. So this is the lateral boundary, the brachioradialis muscle. What about the medial boundary? The medial boundary that is formed, it is formed by the pronator teres. It is formed by the pronator teres muscle, okay. So brachioradialis on the lateral boundary and the pronator teres forms the medial boundary, okay. Now what is this? This is the base of the cubital fossa, okay. It is the third boundary. It is known as the base because in this obviously it is the base of this triangular fossa, and this is the apex of the triangular fossa. The apex is nothing but it is formed by fusion. It is formed by fusion of the lateral and medial boundaries, okay. So it is formed by the fusion of the lateral and medial boundaries, which I have already told is the brachioradialis and the pronator teres muscle. But this is the base. So what forms this base? Okay, I'll just mark, like, this is the medial side, okay. So what is this base formed by? It is actually, I have made it a dotted line. Why? Because it is not a true structure, or it is a imaginary line. What is the imaginary line? It is an imaginary line that joins the joining the two epicondyles, okay. So it is an imaginary line that joins the two epicondyles, the lateral and the medial epicondyles, okay. So this is an imaginary line joining the two epicondyles of the humerus. So this is the boundaries of the cubital fossa, okay. So the lateral boundary, medial boundary, and the base, and this is the apex. What about the floor? So I will not draw it as such. I will just mention that the floor is actually made up of two muscles. What are the two muscles? One is the brachialis muscle. So one is the brachialis muscle. The other one is the supinator. What is the other one? The other one is the supinator muscle. So we have described the lateral boundary, medial boundary, base, apex, and the floor of this fossa. So we have done with these things, and now we need to just see the roof and its contents. So for the roof, I'll just discuss I'll just discuss the contents and the roof in a separate diagram. Okay, I'll rub these things off. I'll keep the diagram as it is. Okay, so this I'm just rubbing it off, and I'm keeping I've kept the imaginary line, the triangle, main triangle, basic triangle, lateral, and this is the medial. Okay, so now let us imagine that this is the triangle and we are discussing the roof. Okay, so what will be the roof? Roof will definitely be the superficial structures. So what are those superficial structures? We have three very important veins that go past. Okay, so on the lateral side we have the cephalic vein or the cephalic vein, and on the medial side we have the basilic vein. Okay, so we have the cephalic vein and the basilic vein, and these two veins are connected by another vein which is known as the median cubital vein. And median cubital vein, it lies upon the bicipital aponeurosis. The aponeurosis formed by the biceps tendon, and that is why it is supported from beneath. Okay, it is supported very properly from the underneath, and it also is a very fixed vein because it has got perforating veins that pass through the bicipital aponeurosis. So it is very much fixed, and that is why it is a very, very important vein for IV manipulations. Okay, so this is on the lateral side. What we have, the lateral side, and this is the medial side. Okay, and this one is the median cubital vein. So this one is the median. It is the median cubital vein. Okay, this is the medial cubital vein which connects between the cephalic vein on the lateral side and the basilic vein on the medial side. So this is one of the important contents that are present. Actually, not the contents, I'm very sorry. These are the important superficial structures which forms the roof of the cubital fossa. Okay, there are two more structures that are present, 1 and 2. So this one is on the lateral side, okay, and it is present where? It is present on the superficial side. So what can it be? This one on the lateral side is the lateral cutaneous nerve of the forearm. It is the lateral cutaneous nerve of the forearm, and this one very easy because it is on the medial side and it is on the cutaneous surface, or it will be giving the cutaneous supply. So medial cutaneous nerve of forearm. Okay, so this is the medial cutaneous nerve of forearm. So what is medial cutaneous nerve of forearm? It is the branch directly coming from the medial cord of the brachial plexus. Fine. And what is this lateral cutaneous nerve of forearm? It is a continuation of the musculocutaneous nerve. The name, as it suggests, musculocutaneous nerve. So the musculocutaneous nerve is actually known as musculocutaneous because it has muscular supply as well as cutaneous supply. The muscular supply is in the arm, which is the BBC muscles, the biceps brachii, the brachialis and the coracobrachialis. Okay, BBC muscles. And it continues into the forearm as the lateral cutaneous nerve of forearm, hence the name musculocutaneous nerve. Okay, so these are the four, or actually the five major structures present on the on the roof of the cubital fossa. Obviously there is nothing to say, nothing like that. Yahan pe obviously we will also have the superficial fascia, skin superficial fascia and all those things. So skin superficial fascia and deep fascia, they are already obviously present. Apart from that, the major structures are these. Okay, so these are very important structures and we need to know this. Specifically the medial cubital vein, I'll mark it important because this is the one which is important for the IV manipulations. IV blood is taken from the intravenous blood is taken from this median cubital vein because of its fixed nature, okay, due to the perforating veins. Now let us see the contents. Okay, let us see the contents. I'll grab this out. So, okay, so this is our cubital fossa. Okay, this is the lateral side and this is the medial side. This is what we have kept constant from the beginning, so I am not changing it at all. Now, from lateral to medial, if you want to remember, I have got a mnemonic, very easy one. It is the TAN structures. TAN, TAN structures, the tendon, artery and nerve from the lateral to the medial side. Okay, so on the lateral side what we have is the tendon. Okay, so this is the tendon. On the next we have the artery. What is the next one? This is the artery, and the last but not the least is the nerve. Okay, this one is the nerve. Okay, definitely these things do not terminate over here. I have just made it like that, but okay, let's make it as it is. And then this is the artery. It has to bifurcate also because this is the brachial artery, and already I have made a video. Okay, I have made a video on the arterial supply, and this is the tendon. So this is the TAN structures. Okay, so the TAN structures. What are the TAN structures? Let us see the TAN structures first. TAN. Okay, remember TAN is from lateral to medial. This, if you remember the TAN mnemonic, it has to be from lateral to medial only. So we have got the TAN structures. The TAN, T stands for the tendon of biceps, or the bicipital tendon, whatever you want to say. Tendon of the biceps brachii or the bicipital tendon. What is the A? It is the artery. What artery? What artery is present in the arm or the brachium? Arm or the brachium is the brachial artery. So it has to be the brachial artery. Of course, you can also see that I have also shown the bifurcation of the brachial artery into the radial and the ulnar artery, because this is the lateral and this is the ulnar side or the medial side. So what is N? N is for the nerve. What is the nerve? The one of the very important nerves, that is the median nerve. Okay. So we have got the brachial artery and the tendon of biceps brachii, the artery, that is the brachial artery, and the nerve, that is the median nerve. One important aspect that I have to tell about the tendon of the biceps brachii, I mentioned already that it gives that there is a bicipital aponeurosis present, and this is aponeurosis. This bicipital aponeurosis is actually, it is coming from where? It is coming from the tendon of the biceps brachii. Okay, so the bicipital aponeurosis is actually coming, it is coming from the tendon of the biceps brachii, and over this lies the median cubital vein, and I have already told you it gives the perforating veins which fixes it to the bicipital aponeurosis, and that is why it is one of the very, very stable superficial veins. Okay, So these are the contents. So we have done the contents. Okay. So I'll just say that these are the contents of the cubital fossa. Okay, so that's all about the cubital fossa. Let's move on to the flexor retinaculum. So let us start with the flexor retinaculum. So flexor retinaculum, actually it is present on the anterior side or the flexor compartment of the forearm. Okay, so it is present here on the flexor compartment of the forearm. It is the flexor retinaculum. On the extensor compartment we have the extensor retinaculum. Now what are these? I'll make a structure and we will mainly discuss the relations of the flexor retinaculum, that is the structures that are passing below the flexor retinaculum and above the or superficial to the flexor retinaculum. That is our main concern, and through that only we will discuss we can get to know the names of the major of the forearm muscles. Okay, so let us draw a diagram and then we will be able to understand easily. So this is a very schematic diagram of the carpi. Okay, these are the carpal bones. Okay, and these are the carpal bones of the distal carpal bones. Okay, the distal row of the carpal bones. That is the trapezium. This is the trapezium. This is the trapezoid. This is the capitate, and this is the hamate. Okay, so trapezium, trapezoid, capitate, and hamate. So in this condition, this is the lateral side and this one is the medial side. Okay, this one is the lateral side and this one is the medial side. Now let us make the flexor retinaculum. This is the flexor retinaculum. Okay, and the flexor retinaculum, it gives a deep slip. Okay, which divides it into a smaller compartment and a major compartment. Okay, apart from that, we also have a superficial slip, and that is this one. Okay, this one is the superficial slip and this one is the deeper slip of the flexor retinaculum, and this one is the main flexor retinaculum, this one. Okay, now what happens that on the medial side this superficial to this flexor retinaculum, here we have got an artery. Okay, we have got an artery. What is that? This artery is actually the ulnar artery. Okay, we already know that the ulnar artery, it passes superficial to the flexor retinaculum, and this is the ulnar artery. Okay, what next? Apart from that, we have a tendon that passes here, and this tendon, what is this tendon? It is the palmaris longus tendon. It is the palmaris longus tendon. What is the importance of palmaris longus? It actually forms something known as the palmar aponeurosis. Okay, so this is the palmaris longus tendon and it passes superficially to the flexor retinaculum. Okay, what next? There is another artery that passes above this. There is another artery that passes above the superficial, passes above or superficial to the flexor retinaculum, and this one is known as the superficial branch of the radial artery. If you have seen the video that I have made upon the blood supply, you must be knowing that the superficial palmar arch made by the ulnar artery is actually completed by the superficial branch of the radial artery, and this one is the superficial branch of the radial artery. superficial branch of the radial artery which completes the superficial palmar arch, which is actually primarily made by the ulnar artery. Now let us see what is going inside the flexor retinaculum or below the flexor retinaculum. First and most important is 8 tendons. So these are the 8 tendons. And what are these 8 tendons? These 8 tendons are actually the tendons for each of the 2 flexor muscles, that is the flexor digitorum muscle, the flexor digitorum profundus and the superficialis. Okay, and they also have something that is known as the what is this? This is known as the ulnar bursa. Okay, because it is on the ulnar side. Okay, this is on the ulnar side. So this is ulnar bursa containing, that is ulnar bursa with the flexor digitorum superficialis and flexor digitorum superficialis and the flexor digitorum profundus tendons. So this is about the ulnar side. Now what is present on the medial side, on the lateral side or the radial side? There is a single muscle which is surrounded by its bursa. Okay, so what is this bursa? Obviously it is on the radial side, it has to be named as the radial bursa. There is nothing to be mugged up. Okay, anatomy is very, very conceptual. So this is the radial bursa with the flexor pollicis longus tendon. Okay, so this is the radial bursa with the flexor pollicis longus tendon. Okay, one nerve that is present inside. Okay, I am marking the nerve with blue, although we generally make it with green or yellow, but okay, I don't have anything, so let us make it with the blue only. So what is this nerve? This is a very important nerve, the median nerve. Okay, there is another nerve that is present along with the ulnar artery. What can be the nerve which is going along with the ulnar artery? Ulnar nerve. Very simple. So this one over here is the ulnar nerve. Okay, so we have the median nerve, the ulnar nerve. Now you must be thinking about this small triangle, about the deep slip and this small triangle. What passes through this? A very important structure that passes from that side is the so the structure is the flexor carpi radialis. Okay, obviously this is on the radial side and it is the flexor compartment, so it has to be the flexor carpi radialis muscle, FCR. Okay, two more important things that are present, two more actually important nerves are present superficially. These are the two muscles, these are the two nerves that are present. Okay, so what are the two nerves that are present superficial to it? 1 and 2. This one is the palmar branch. It is the palmar cutaneous, the lateral. Okay, that already we have discussed so many times that you know. So the palmar cutaneous branch of the ulnar nerve. Okay, so this is obviously ulnar side, it has to be the palmar cutaneous branch of the ulnar nerve. And on the median side, this is on the lateral side, it will be the branch of the median nerve. So this one is the palmar, this one is the palmar cutaneous branch of the median nerve. What is it? It is the palmar cutaneous branch of the median nerve. Okay, so these are the structures that pass within the flexor retinaculum, below the flexor retinaculum in the carpal tunnel, the muscles that pass above the flexor retinaculum, superficial to the flexor retinaculum, and we also already have discussed the cubital fossa, the boundaries of the cubital fossa, its floor, its roof, the contents, the tan structures, everything has been discussed about the cubital fossa and the flexor retinaculum relations with a proper diagrammatic form. So thank you so much for watching this video till the last. I request you to please share this video, like the video, and also please subscribe to my channel MedTales with Atharva. And I'll be making the next video regarding the extensor retinaculum, its relations, its compartments, okay, and that will be also included along with the, it will also include the muscles of the hand. Okay, thank you so much.